Well, I'm with Matthew Ryder. This is twice times champion. Put it there, boy.
Thank you very much.
Well done to you.
Thank you.
What a season, because it's been a bit interesting, hasn't it? So, you won it at Prescott recently, so that was fantastic. And today, it's quite relaxed really now. You're the champ, aren't you?
Yeah, well, it's nice to wrap it up a little bit early. We still want to do well though. We don't come along just to poodle up the hill on a Sunday drive. So we've got the luxury this weekend of being able to try a few different bits with the car setup that we might otherwise not have had time for if we were fighting for the last point up to the end of the championship. So yeah, this morning's been great so far. I think I'm fourth quickest so far, which is fine as we're testing a few bits out, and then and we'll have another go tomorrow when hopefully we're in for some dry weather, and we'll have one last meeting, 2 more runoffs of the year before the winter break.
Congratulations too, because you're now daddy.
Yeah.
So when did you have your little one?
Yeah.
Who was it?
We had a daughter called Catherine. She was born 2 weeks ago today. She is here around somewhere, which is great. Mum and baby all happy and healthy.
Wow. So you're getting any sleep?
not as much as I might like. Up and down, but on the whole, absolutely fine. It's to be expected, isn't it?
So the car's all been put back together, because it was a little moment, wasn't it, for Sean last time? But
yep.
What's the plans for next year then, Matt?
So the car's all obviously in working order. Sean took it to Doon last weekend, and I didn't make it because of everything going on at home. Next year, plan is the same again as the current plan. We've got no specific changes planned. We'd love to have another go at the season, but the car, there's no developments planned or anything in particular. It's a case of maybe having a bit of a rebuild on some bits over the winter and giving it another go in the spring.
Well, being the works car, obviously Sean's always got plans for improvements and that sort of thing. And one thing I did notice, because on the back here we got all these stickers. This is winning the stickers, and we reckon there was at least 30 stickers on there, or 25, 30, just a quick look, wasn't it, really? And of course Alex's car is the same there.
Also plastered in them, yeah.
It's fantastic, isn't it?
Yeah.
These are winning cars, but it's been brilliant. Well, it's been an amazing season. I just wish you the very best of luck for next year, Matthew.
Thank you very much.
And thank you for your time with us this year.
It's a pleasure.
Always a pleasure. Thank you.
You too. Cheers.
Thank you. So I'm joined by these gentlemen. Graham is the chief patron?
I'm an ambassador.
Ambassador
Yeah.
of the Air Ambulance. This is the Midlands Air Ambulance.
Yep.
which played a pivotal role recently, well, earlier in the season with Dougie Cantu, who had a serious accident in his single-seater after the finish. And I would think it's fair to say, if your air ambulance hadn't been coming to that event and he got airlifted to Stoke, a 7-hour operation, he is walking. It might have not been such a successful outcome. So, as a competitor, Graham, how many times have you seen the air ambulance out?
Well, luckily, we don't want to see the air ambulance out too often at events like this, because it means that somebody's in some real serious trouble. But as you said, earlier this year, Dougie had a real high-speed accident. His car left the track over the flying finish, and it got on the grass. And when these things get on the grass, they go an awful lot quicker, and it spun him round. And he went, the impact was backwards, which did the damage to his back. So the county ambulance came, as well as our own medics that were here. They quickly realised that you know, to stabilise him, that he was in some serious trouble. Thankfully, the air ambulance was able to respond, airlifted him to Stoke Hospital, and literally within hours of the incident, as you said, he was on the operating table having major spinal surgery, and he's now on the road to recovery. We saw him at an event recently at Chelsea Walsh, where he came, and he's making a good recovery. So that's all about what the air ambulance is about. It's that time critical response, being able to stabilise people quickly and get them to the point of treatment. But you know, hopefully we don't need them too often. This was an occasion when we did, and they were there for us, which is why we're helping to support them today. And I've been carrying the QR code on the card as an ambassador for the air ambulance for the last 2 seasons, because what people still don't realise, I think, is that the Midlands Air Ambulance is solely funded by public donations. People still think that the NHS partly fund it or whatever, and they don't. And every time that helicopter takes off, it's £3,000 to just get it up in the air. So we need all the support to keep it going, because it's now a critical part of our infrastructure for saving people's lives. And when I've been with the paramedics down at their new headquarters at Cosford, which is literally over the back from where I live, I'm always astounded by the skill of the critical care doctors that can fly to a scene. And I was talking to one last year who was explaining they were on the side of a road, and somebody had got heart failure, and they opened his chest up on the side of the road, and they were massaging his heart and brought him back at the side of a road. I mean, just the skill level blows your mind. But you know, thank God we've got them, and we need to keep them flying.
So the Midlands Air Ambulance is based, are you based at
Cosford?
Cosford, yeah, that's it. So it's £3,000 every time it just pops up in the sky, and obviously it can be hit. How many times a day potentially could it be called out?
It's between 7 and 10.
7 and 10.
Yeah.
So that could be sort of £20,000 a day. Just to attend instances. So it is vitally important, folks, to contribute to that. It's a brilliant charity. There is the QR code. Today we're collecting for this, but anytime you see the air ambulance out and about, please contribute, because they do a fantastic job.
Every year we have to raise £16 million every year.
£16 million just for the Midlands?
Just for the Midlands
wow,
service. So that's the 6 counties.
Big numbers, isn't it, folks? Yeah, amazing. Well, sorry, Graham.
I was just going to say, we've got 2 helicopters now flying out of Cosford. And of course we cover not just Shropshire, but sort of Cheshire, Staffordshire, down through Worcestershire, and of course all the West Midlands and Gloucestershire.
And so we've got another, sorry Graham, we've got another helicopter that flies out of Strensham as well, so to cover the southern part of the county, the region that we cover. So it's a massive amount of coverage, isn't it, really, that we do. So.
And then also they've got critical care vehicles as well. So at night when the air ambulances can't fly, they've got critical care cars as well that go out and respond.
Guys, you're doing an amazing job. Thank you very much for what you're doing. Thank you,
Thank
Graham.
you.
Thank you for talking to us.
And thank you for your contributions.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Well, I'm very honoured. I have got Will Hall having a chat with me. Not a big fan of doing this, but he's a demon driver. And incidentally, Will, I got a great photo of you locking up into triangle just now. All the smoke and all that. So I'm giving you that one.
Thank you, Chris.
All right, yeah. So listen.
Bit too heavy on the brake pedal.
Well, that's fine. Great for a photographer.
Yeah.
So tell us about this lovely car of yours. What is it then?
So it's a Gould GR59 with a Judd V8 engine in, which was built 3 years ago for myself, and then we're just getting into it now. So yeah.
I love the colours too. Because when you first had it, it was all carbon, wasn't it? Now
we ran out.
This is your vanity hall's your business, isn't it?
Yeah, the family business.
Family business, Craigie Heath?
Yeah, Craigie Heath in the Black Country, so yeah,
brilliant.
Proud of it.
And what was it you do there?
So we manufacture bathroom furniture, so to
Fantastic.
retail showrooms out there. So,
And at weekends, and your dad was a
Dad
too?
was always raced Morgans.
Big plus 8.
Rover V8 in. And,
so how old were you when you first started doing it then, in a car?
Well, in a car,
Yeah.
99 in a Westfield.
Yeah?
Somebody sent me a photo the other day in my Westfield of my wild driving. It's been a little bit wild.
But most of you started in Westfield.
So when I first started, Scotty and Trev were the quickest ones in Caterhams and Westfields, and they were the people to beat. And then when I just about caught them up, they moved on then to single-seaters. There was Dave Uren as well.
Yes.
And myself. So yeah, it was good old days.
Now, listen, I've never driven a single-seater racing car in my life.
Yeah.
So tell me how many horsepower these things have, and the G-forces and the acceleration. It must be mind-blowing.
Yeah, it is.
So what sort of horsepower have you got?
Around the 650 mark. Judd claimed more, but it's 650, 700 mark. So.
And what sort of revs would the engine rev to?
10.5.
10.5. So lower than Wallace's, because that's a Loton thing, isn't it?
Yeah, high rever.
High rever. Alex's is a high revving thing, isn't it?
Well, this is more torque.
More torque.
Yeah.
So top end speed potentially. I know we can't do it here, but you know, top end what would be 180 mile an hour?
It depends on your gearing and your aero, but the most we ever see is like Gersten, 160, 165, which.
Tell me, what's going to happen about tyres next year? Because this is a nightmare. There's tyres, isn't it? What do you think will happen?
I don't know really.
We
Chris.
don't know. Nobody knows.
No one knows. It seems proper in the dark. Really.
Are you still got any?
No, we're like
struggling a bit now.
Yeah, we're struggling. So try and save tyres for tomorrow.
Yes, of course. So you've probably got some old ones on today.
Yeah. Saving them for tomorrow in the qualifying and runoff.
Now you're third at the moment, Will. That's a terrific achievement, isn't it? Really?
Yeah, I would have liked more this year, but a bit of health issues earlier in the year.
Look, for you don't know, Will had quite a serious episode of problems in the winter, and he's come back. Wasn't it your best first thing in the season?
No. Well, we had a win at the first one, but that was more grit, determination. But I struggled for a bit after that.
Fantastic.
And then, it's all good.
Well, listen, have a great weekend.
Yeah, thank you, Chris.
And,
we'll be trying.
we look forward to seeing you,
thank you
maybe
Chris.
another runoff win, eh?
Yeah, it'd be nice too.
Go. Well, I'm with John Maycock, actually Dr. John Maycock to be precise, and we're with him with this little MX-5. Don't be deceived, folks, this is not your average MX-5. Now, there's a very interesting history to this car.
Yeah, so I've owned the car, racking my brain now, trying to think, so it's been quite a while, probably since about 2010, I think. It all kind of started with driving an ex-girlfriend's Mazda MX-5 one summer, and I just thought, wow, this car's so much fun, I love it. So I thought, well, I've got to have one at some point. So I saw one that was already turbocharged, so I thought, okay, a bit more power, that'll be fun. And went to go and pick it up, and the guy lived in London. He was an ex-murder detective from London.
Oh, wow.
bought the car, it was immaculate, came with loads of spare bits, he'd really spent the money on it.
Had he used it for competition?
He'd done a few track days. And
right.
And then I took it on and then gradually evolved it into what it is today, really.
And yours produces what, 270, 280?
That's it. So yeah,
Round
so
about that?
1884 to be
1884,
precise.
yeah.
So, and then a turbocharger, about 270 brake. So standard car, 1800 or about 130 horsepower.
Right.
So we've doubled the power from what it came out of the factory. And then, you know, made it a little bit lighter, proper race suspension, you know, wheels, tyres, and just really followed the kind of recipe book from how they make them go fast in America for autocross, really.
Richard Snow, the Porsche, well, this is the Porsche Meister, the Porsche Meister.
So this man, I made a T-shirt that says, wanted, dead or alive, $5,000 with a picture of John Maycock for killing Porsches. So, and he is probably the best production car hill climb driver in the circuit at the moment. If you watch how he drives this car, what he gets out of it, I've got 500 horsepower.
Wow.
He's got, he says 270, but we all know it's 300. But he's got none of the track nannies that I have. It's awesome to watch him. And I remember at the beginning of the season thinking, oh, I'll dive fast. And then I looked at John and thought, oh my God. I thought it was going to be easy this season, and it has not been, so it's been excellent.
Yeah, there's been some good battles, and that's really what makes hill climbing what it is.
Yeah, but also for me, the camaraderie between you guys is amazing.
Yeah.
You know, you all turn up, you have a good battle, but you all go home and have a drink, and everyone's happy, you know.
Yeah, it's because you can't knock each other off like we would be doing if it was a circuit race.
Yeah.
Jonathan Varley, hey.
Good
a
to
man
see you.
again in the Predator, one of my all-time favourite cars. This one is, because it's a real history car, isn't it? Really.
Yeah, it's a lovely car. You know, when you know your hill climbing history, it was Graham White Jr. decided that he wanted to build his own car, and he got involved Martin Ogilvy, Lotus F1 designer, and this was born out of that. Originally had a Arrows V10 F1 engine in it with carbon gearbox, all singing, all dancing. But I think over the years it was problematic for him a little bit, and I think personally, when you look back, it was just a little bit before its time.
Right.
For this kind of level, I think if you did that concept now, I think you get it to work with the modern ECUs.
Yes.
Yeah.
But anyway, you bought it as a shell. Well, I say a shell without an engine. Didn't have the engine in it, did it?
No, so to start with, it had the engine out of my old March.
Ah, yeah.
So
what was that, BDG or something?
BDG, 2 litre BDG. So we married that onto an FTR, ran that for 2 seasons, 3 seasons. And then in lockdown, Terry phoned me up and asked me if I'd be interested in buying one of his V8s.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
So that was the good thing of lockdown, that we couldn't go racing, so I had a little bit of spare cash.
So you put Terry's engine in, and what gearbox did you put on
it's
it?
the same gearbox.
Of course, it's based on a bike engine, is it? No.
No, the gearbox is, well, the back end is a Delara Formula 3 car.
Right.
So it's a Delara gearbox as such.
Oh, okay.
And rear suspension. So.
Wow, yeah, and I think it is the most beautiful thing. But more importantly, since you've done that, you've been Midland Hills champion twice, Midland Championship, haven't you? And in contention again this year.
Yeah.
Really close, isn't it?
Yeah, I think we're joint first.
Joint first now. Wow, fantastic. So to win that 3 times would be amazing. But it's just great to see the success of you and what you've done in this car. You've made it into an absolutely hill climbing little weapon, haven't you, really?
Yeah, no, it's gone really well. Really proud. I mean, I had my best result last week in the British runoff at Doom last weekend with 5th and a 4th.
5th and a 4th, that's amazing.
And
that's
the
a
same
scary
condition.
place. That's a scary place. And you know, to go that well up there is a fantastic achievement.